The final match of the PMGC Grand Finals 2024. What should I even call it? An absolute cinematic masterpiece. And the fact that it happened during the last deciding game of the year's most prestigious PUBG Mobile tournament made it even more legendary. Some teams struggled to adapt to the chaos, while others rose like warriors, ready to dominate. So, today in this video, we are breaking it all down. The epic final match of PMGC 2024 Grand Finals. So the game begins with a flight path running steeply upwards, slightly tilted towards the east. Now the circle forms hugging the eastern side of Miramar. So for teams like D+Kia, Vicious and Thundertalk Gaming, it wasn't too difficult to secure spots in the zone because they were already in the zone. But for the teams stuck on the western side, the game was about to get a lot more complicated. Now around the 5-minute mark, rotations kicked in. Teams on the edge and outside the zone started pushing towards the center or the western mainland, anticipating the next circle shift. Now everyone here assumed that the zone would stay on the mainland. But then it happened. The circle shifted not towards the mainland, but to the extreme east, splitting between two islands.
Saying chips on that northern edge, the rest of the whoa! Looking to hold underneath. The circle! Oh my god, there is absolutely no way we are going to an East Island finish! The final match of PMGC, what is this?
Now this was a 1 in 1,000 scenario, and it came during the final match of the Grand Finals. Now as soon as the circle formed, teams like D+Kia, Vicious and Enigma Galaxy were quick to react. Enigma Galaxy opted for a sudden rotation towards the smaller island, while D+Kia headed for the larger one. Meanwhile, Vicious, Voin Donkey, DRX and Guild Esports were all in the water, frantically rotating. It was absolute madness in the sea. But then, the spotlight turned to Regnum Karya Bra. While most of the teams scrambled for the islands, RCB took a completely different approach. They stayed back on the mainland and played gatekeeper. Their plan was to hunt down anyone trying to swim to safety. Now their first victims were Team Spirit and Falcon's Force, both caught and wiped near the shoreline.
On the eastern side, heading to the water. Action holding out versus Team Spirit as they make the mad dash downwards. Team Spirit not doing too badly. Here's RCB though.
They need big points here. They need to find everything now because they are on the outside. They are slow to the island. They were on the wrong side of this circle and potentially the wrong side of their historic run.
4 elims found already for them. This is good news. If they're able to get a few more, it's great. There's an awesome name from Sarah.
Now by the time the third circle formed, it favored the larger island. Teams like D+Kia and Vicious had already secured prime spots, making their positions incredibly strong. Now back on the mainland, RCB wasn't done yet. They third-partied Thundertalk Gaming, wiping them out.
And Enigma Galaxy have to make their move from the south side as well. They have lost a player on that south island blank. DRX have been able to do that to them. And they'll make their move, but
Loxy,
where do they go?
Loxy already out in the water, sees a couple, will find more of the eliminations. RCB is hunting, the Wolfpack on the prowl.
And I tell you what would be so good in a situation like this, blank.
Then they took down TJB, China's second representative, racking up 10 kills before finally rotating to the larger island. And here's the craziest part. They found a board for the rotation.
Swings out the vehicle but doesn't finish the spray down, and there's pressure on him as well. Into the water they go, and RCB still have more life left in them. And Silas will be able to shut down the high ground. 6 elims for Sada on this match. Blank, you could not wish for a better substitute to come in.
Truly the super sub here. For RCB, they take fate in their own hands. They find a boat as well.
Now everything seemed to be going perfectly for RCB, until they hit the shore.
And Ralph, the last 2 on the south side, DRX are away, but RCB send over to the island. They're looking to try and get to land, and they're out by the waterfront. Guild looking to hold them from the bottom of the table to the top. RCB need to make it now. The mad dash up the beachfront, but a nade.
Another goes over the top. RCB lives are on the line here. 2 players down, but 10 eliminations. A ridiculous effort.
Now, despite putting up a valiant fight, RCB fell in the 6th place with an impressive 13 eliminations and a total of 15 points to their name. A risky strategy executed like warriors.
But it
Oh
looks
my
like the
Alpha
Oso.
7.
He's right there. Oh dear. Oh
They're not
me, oh
looking.
my. B5 full bump.
Oh my God!
They hold their line. And RCB with 12 are into the placement points now. They're away. They're out the gates. And it's only Jakey that can ruin it.
The reaction speed from Loxy, unbelievable, inhuman. And now Jakey with the DPS, but RCB still kicking. Pin pulled. And another good shot over the top side. RCB alive for a little bit longer.
Oh, Jakey, a sliver of HP. Someone needs to pull out a gun, but they can't because the Vicious are here suppressing. Wild is down, and it's still up to Loxy. Jakey with the DBS has a little bit more to the beach side. Influence Rage made landfall somehow through it all. And the nade over the top is Lil Boy. The crossfire, the shutdown, and another point goes their way.
This is disgusting. From RCB, Loxy has clocked in today. Lil Boy from Influence Rage, the player they left behind earlier,
Correct.
puts an end to it, but it's 13 points on the game.
Now, with RCB gone, the focus shifted to the last remaining teams. D plus Kia still 3 players strong, and Vicious, Void Donkey and Influence Rage each with a duo. Now, D plus Kia capitalized on their numbers advantage, wiping out the competition and clinching both the match and the PMGC 2024 trophy. Their quick decision to rotate to the larger island early secured their victory. And RCB might not have won the championship, but their daring plays and fearless execution turned this game into a spectacle we will never forget.